Today we're in for a treat. I'll be unboxing and giving my first impressions on Tower's latest creation. Hello, welcome back to Seldomly Often. I'm Daniel. Today we're talking fragrances, and this is a different video because I'll be unboxing and giving my very first impressions on Tower's Heraud. Heraud is the brand new creation from Tower Perfumes, and Andy Tower, for those who don't know, he is a Swiss indie niche perfumer, which specializes on, I would say, warm fragrances, very artisanal, very beautiful, and very high quality. I'm a huge fan of Andy Tower. I own many of his fragrances, and as soon as this was available, I decided to blind buy the hell out of it. Living in Switzerland, I ended up getting the perfume basically 2 days after it was announced. And here it is in this box. I literally just opened the box to make sure that it was the package from Tower, and indeed it is. I've been raving about the packaging and the unboxing experience of Tower Perfumes, so I figured that with this new release, not only I would be one of the first channels to cover it, but I would also give you a sneak peek of what you get with Tower. One of the cool things about buying perfumes from these uber niche houses like Andy Tower, like Francesca Bianchi, where the perfumers themselves are basically bottling the stuff in their basement, is that you get a very personalized experience. And I think that it's super cool that you can pretty much be certain that the person who actually boxed your package is actually the person who invented and designed the perfume. By all means, this is absolutely not a review. In order to review fragrances, I have to wear them a lot. I spend a lot of time with fragrances, and I really come to terms with them, especially complex scents like the ones from Andy Tower. This is just a fun video where I unbox the new perfume. I show you how Andy packages his products because it's truly charming and very cute. And we just experienced the perfume together. This is not the first time I purchased Andy Tower perfumes, and I always purchase directly from him, given the fact that he's basically 200 miles away from me. Every time I purchased, I got a similar type package with similar type goods in it, so I'm expecting this to be the same. First thing you get when opening a Tower package is a handwritten note by Andy Tower himself. I think this is beautiful, I think this is charming, and it really helps you to relate to the perfumer itself. These niche brands, as much as they are about the scent, they're also about the character and about the perfumer themselves. As cute as the Andy Tower notes are, I can barely read them. His handwriting is atrocious. Also, he writes in Swiss German, which I'm not really proficient in. Another usual thing that you get is a card sprayed with perfume, so it actually acts as a sample card. In this case, he sprayed it with Heraud. Very chocolatey, very smooth, very creamy. Yeah, I can't wait to get this on skin. All right, let's dig in a little bit further. The goodies include usually a bar of soap. In this case, I got Vivid Gardenia, which I'm very excited about trying. I raved about the soaps in the past. They are amazing. The smell of these soaps is absolutely insane. And actually, Andy Tower soaps made me really go back to the soap bar and transition away from the liquid soap. They're really high quality. I never get irritated. They're handmade. Yes, they're a little bit high price, but I feel that you get what you pay for. This is a niche product, and it actually lasts quite a bit. High prices for the soap. Another goodie that he usually throws in is a sample pack. These beautiful metal containers house 5 fragrances. They're 2 ml samples, very high quality, and let's see what we get in here. Everything is beautifully hand wrapped, by the way. All right, samples we got today. You get a little brochure, which is cute. All right, for today's samples, we get L'Oud, which is beautiful. I have a bottle of. Then we get Fi Una Rosa de Kandahar, which I had a sample previously. I almost bought a bottle. It's magical. Lone Star Memories, which I have a bottle of. L'air du désert marocain, which I have a bottle of. And Sundowner, which I actually had 3 samples of. I already drained 2. Beautiful, warm, spicy tobacco scent. It really reminds me of autumn in a field of pumpkins with spice, maybe like a tractor in the background, this hay. It's absolutely gorgeous. So unfortunately, nothing new for me on the sample side. I have pretty much smelled everything from Andy Tower, so there's no surprise there. Still, very cute, very welcome. Let's get to the good stuff. So, when you get an Andy Tower fragrance, they all come individually wrapped like this. It's so cute, it's so beautiful, It just shows a lot of care for the product. It shows a lot of love for the product. I really can't underestimate how valuable this kind of stuff is for me, because again, owning many fragrances and purchasing a lot of fragrances, when you get something that is so cared for, so loved for, it's just refreshing. It just feels like you're paying for something exclusive, something niche, and something high quality. All right, let's see what we get. Here it is, Heraud Elixir, the new Andy Tauer fragrance. This is very well sealed, wow. Unusual, maybe it's a new packaging he has. All right, let's just unbox this thing because I'm dying to get it on skin and to see what it smells like. Andy Tauer is one of those brands that I blind buy because, first of all, well, the fragrances are predictably good to me. But I also like just collecting them. I like supporting the brand. I like having the fragrances because each of them, even though they might not be to my taste, they really represent a lot of work in them and a lot of passion. Okay, so the boxes for Andy Tauer are these cardboard boxes. They slide open. You get a little card. Again, handwritten note. Enjoy, thank you. Cute. And the bottle just sits there. I really like the boxes. I think he transitioned to these cardboard boxes from the metal tins he had before. I get it, sustainability and all that jazz. I completely support that. But the tins were actually very cute and they could be repurposed as other things. All right, here we have it. Heraud by Andy Tauer, the new fragrance from the house. This is supposed to be very chocolatey. It's supposed to be very creamy. The highlight of this fragrance should be some sort of special type of cocoa beans that is not available all the time. I really haven't looked into the notes that much because, first of all, if you know me, I don't really care. I don't feel that the notes necessarily represent what the fragrance smells like. But I have to say that one of the things that stuck out on the website was the addition of dates. I love dates as a fruit. I love it as a food. And I love the smell that it gives fragrances. You get this beautiful molasses honey type sweetness, which is characteristic of dried fruit. Another fragrance that features dried fruit in a very prominent way is Camel by Zoologist. A review of that coming very, very soon. So yes, overall, very excited. Let's just put this on skin and see what I get. Before doing that, I want to touch on the presentation. This one here is one of the more unique type of presentations. I think that a lot of his newer scents have this sort of a front sticker approach. The Golistan, the Loud, they all have that. I kind of preferred the little label that's on the corner here. I thought it was cute and unique, but nonetheless, let's go forward. Cap is your usual sort of 3D printed cap. And here we go, Andy Tauer's infamous atomizers. Tauer's atomizers are probably the worst I've ever tried in the perfume business, especially given how high quality and niche these are. Andy, if you're listening, if you're watching, you really should upgrade your atomizers. In my opinion, it's a cheap addition that really enhances the wear experience of a fragrance. Overall presentation, I think it's charming. It feels handmade. It feels niche. I like it. All right, let's go 3 sprays here. Prime the atomizer. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Very strong and very spicy. Wow. The cacao here is incredibly dusty. It feels almost like cacao powder. It almost feels like I snorted cacao powder, actually. It's crazy. This is way less sweet than I was expecting it to be. I'm getting a creamy lactonic note in the back. It feels like a cream. It feels like a custard. It's not too sweet. I feel that it's very mild. In a way, it's a little bit reminiscent of suntan lotion. The whole scent actually smells like cacao butter in a way. It smells very creamy. It smells like a very luxurious cream. I can't get over how dusty and powdery the cacao note smells. This is a very bitter, unsweetened type of cacao. Really interesting and unique. This is definitely a cacao forward fragrance. I don't think I have any fragrance that is cacao forward. Another fragrance that has a chocolate note that I have is Vanille Havane by L'Indémodable. But that one also has a boozy note and a tobacco note that really cut through the cacao. This is very cacao forward. It almost feels like I'm in the process of baking some sort of a brownie type thing. I'm not getting much of the dry fruits or the dates, to be completely honest. There might be just there to sort of give the scent roundness and to give the scent body. I will not be coming back or sticking around to give my impressions on the dry down or anything else of that sort as my usual first impression videos, because for this scent specifically, for bottles that I buy like this, I tend to want to experience them as is. I really want to take them in without the pressure of being in front of a camera, without the pressure of being necessarily forced to deliver content. The scent as of now is very mid and bottom heavy. There's nothing on the top except for the very first moment I sprayed it where those spices kind of engulfed my nostrils. I really can't detect anything that's like zingy or energetic on the top. Everything is very much powdery and dusty in the mid to low tonal range. I definitely think it's an interesting scent profile, and again, I have no perfume that smells like this. This was a complete blind buy. I have to admit that it's not necessarily my favorite type of scent profile. If this perfume was from any other house, I would probably wait and sample this and give it a wear before buying such a relatively expensive bottle. 50 ml of Heraud or more than 200 Swiss francs, which is even more when converted to dollars or euros. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's very reminiscent of chocolate. I think that the best feature of this scent is the combination of this bitter, dusty chocolate note with the milky lactonic base, the creamy base. These two come together to give you a very realistic rendition of milk chocolate. It actually almost smells like the Kinder chocolate, like from the Kinder eggs, or just Kinder chocolate in general, because that is defined by the characteristic separation of the chocolate and the milky part. If I would have to guess, this would probably end up developing to a little bit more of a spicy, woody type of scent. I can start picking up maybe some like very woody, dusty cinnamon sticks in there, which I really like. And the scent is very, very dry in general. I think that the characteristic Andy Tower accord there, the ambergris accord, the very dry wearing aspect of this is here, although it's significantly mitigated by the heavy vanilla note. As per usual, Andy Tower perfumes are very unisex. They're pretty wearable, excluding stuff like L'Oud, which is very strange. I think that these could be a daily wear, not necessarily a signature scent because they have a degree of recognizability to them, but you could probably wear them to the office, you could probably wear them to events without offending absolutely anyone. This fragrance specifically, first impression, it comes across as gourmand. I think it would be very pleasing. If you like gourmand fragrances, if you're waiting to get something new for this fall and winter, this could be a great option, but you have to like chocolate, obviously. I would say sample first. Definitely wait for this to be available a little bit more. I'm not really sure when this is coming to the US or to other countries. I was fortunate enough, again, to get it like 2 days after release. As of now, first impression, I can say I like it. I have nothing else in my wardrobe that smells like this. My fear of redundancy is being appeased. I plan on keeping this and wearing this at least until the upcoming colder months have been long gone. I'll probably keep it anyway because, again, I keep Andy Tower perfumes. I like Andy Tower perfumes and I sort of collect them. I like him. I want to support him. If you're interested in a more in-depth opinion, look out for the full review because, again, I vowed to basically review every full bottle that I purchase. So the review will eventually come. I'm not really sure when. I need some time. I need some time to wear this. I need some time to absorb it and to form my opinions. Overall, I'm pretty excited to wear this. I'm happy I got this. I like to support Andy Tower. I'm looking forward to get some opinions about the scent, to read some reviews online, to watch some reviews on YouTube, and see what other people think. That's it for me on the latest Andy Tower. If you have any questions regarding the scent, any comments, opinions, or any thoughts in general, just reach out in the comments. I always reply and I always keep the conversation open. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your time. It's massively appreciated. Until the next video, we're going to be resuming reviews as usual. See ya and cheers.